Koreatown in Los Angeles is the epicenter of the largest concentration of ethnic Koreans outside the peninsula. Roughly 300,000 call Greater LA their home, but for many, their homeland is still Korea. All the more reason the summit between DPRK leader Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump is captivating the Korean American community here.
For many Korean Americans, and I think even actually the non-Korean Americans that are around me, they're all equally excited and hopeful. But at the same time, because of the past, there is this guarded, tempered hope or celebration just because you just don't know.
The on-again, off-again summit has certainly heightened that cautious approach. But for Key Park, the possibility of lasting peace on the peninsula is stunning.
6 months ago, if you had told me that they'll be meeting in Singapore, this is Trump and Kim, I would have been laughed at. And look where we are now.
Park, who is a surgeon, has seen firsthand what an isolated DPRK has done to its people. He's been going on medical humanitarian missions to Pyongyang for the past 10 years.
The North Korean people are inherently distrustful, especially if you're coming from the United States. Some people come, they make promises, they don't come back. So we were very careful to make promises that we can keep. My favorite part is working across the table with a North Korean surgeon on the same patient. We're not enemies anymore.
We had grassroots.
Jason Ahn also hopes the summit will lead to a breakthrough, especially on the issue of divided families. More than 100,000 Korean Americans have family members in the DPRK they haven't seen in more than 6 decades.
You can imagine the folks who remember their mother, their brother, their child, whom they left in North Korea, are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s if they're still alive. And so time is running out.
Ahn, who is the board chair of Divided Families USA, documented this issue in his film, Divided Families.
I have a brother living in North Korea. His name is Ung-hee Lee. I believe he's in his 70s. Several years ago, I received a letter from him. Since then, I haven't heard from him, so I'm not sure whether he's still alive.
오늘이 안 되면 내일, 내일 안 되면 다음날, 금년 아니면 내년 이루어질 수 있기를 바랍니다.
And that is the hope of so many Korean Americans here in Koreatown and elsewhere, that the U.S.-North Korea summit will produce some concrete results. And even though there have been many disappointments in the past, Koreans like myself who still have loved ones on the peninsula are remaining cautiously optimistic that a permanent peace is in the not-so-distant future. Mei Lee, CGTN, Los Angeles.